In June 2022, I'm completing a trail known as the Fundy Footpath in New Brunswick. As you might expect, this trail goes along the coast of the Bay of Fundy, which is known for having the highest tides in the world. The trail is rated between 44 and 64 kilometers, depending on your start and end points, and is considered to be the hardest hiking trail in Atlantic Canada. And that's largely due to the high amounts of elevation gain and losses that occur as you go to sea level and back up again. But I don't want to bore you with a long prelude, so let's get on the trail. All right, let's go. So I don't think I'm going to be filming too much of myself walking on this first section just because I'm a bit behind schedule. So I'm going to try to rock it outside of the park limits, like set up camp, and then I should be able to do some normal stuff. But for now, just going to enjoy the experience. Crossing some streams already, looking pretty nice. Anyways, I took an accidental detour to the water there, but the real path is up or down. The map says up, so we go up. Now we're looking back in business. Nice wide trail, marked with these beautiful blue symbols. And yeah, easy slog. Not too much of an incline yet. I'm told this is supposed to be the easiest part of the trail. Once we get outside of the national park, that's when things start to get a little bit tricky. On the list of pleasant surprises, I would say the number of bridges so far. Major win. Makes life a lot easier. I had a bit of a boo-boo in that I forgot my cell phone in my car. So stupid. So that's one of the downsides of doing all this stuff solo, is the mental checks kind of can be overwhelming. So if you don't have a written list, it's easy to miss something that's quite important. So I dropped my bag, marked off the location where I did on my GPS, and then just started sprinting back. I only made it about 2.5 kilometers or so. So yeah, I'm gonna be so tired when I get back, but yeah, such is life. I'm on a schedule now, so I don't want to fall too far behind. I guess while I'm walking back, I can give some context as to why I'm so late to begin with. The reason is, a couple days ago, I stepped on a shard of glass, and the splinter's been in my foot. I've been trying to get it out, using every means I can think of. It's not worked. So I've been kind of testing out my stride to see how much it impacts me, if there's a lot of pain or anything like that. It seemed okay. So I felt confident enough that I could go, but I was also giving myself some extra time in case I could get it out of my foot, because that would be more comforting. The last thing I want is to, have a limp going between 40 and 80 kilometers. So that's the plan. So far it's okay. Haven't felt any pain yet, and I'm hoping it stays that way. water break and reacquainted myself with the map. There is somewhere between 5 and 8 kilometers, I believe, before I get to where I'm supposed to camp tonight. So, off to the races. I'm at Mile Brook, which means I'm at the low ground, unfortunately. So what's ahead is up. So yeah, camera away again, back to trekking pole life, because I don't know if my knees are gonna be able to survive all of this up and down without them. So that's the mission, and now I'm back at it, making good progress though. Quick update then. So I'm about 1.67 kilometers from the river crossing. That's the crossing where it's the border of the national park and the wilderness area. So getting closer slowly. It's just after 8 o'clock, so I'm still just trucking along. I've officially got about 1 kilometer or less to go. Pretty excited, although I can see the sun is getting quite low, so not gonna be dilly-daddling around. I just want to get set up, relax, have one of my 35 suppers that I've packed, and lighten up my load. Okay, I made it out of the national park. Now, find somewhere to sleep, I guess. It started getting very dark very suddenly after the sun dipped behind the trees there. Being in the valley, not very advantageous for that. So I was a bit nervous that I might not be able to find the campsites in the dark. However, it's basically directly across from the river. So as soon as I walked in, you can see there's a big fire pit here, even a saw. I'm just gonna set up camp, have second supper, and then just go to sleep. And yeah, so I'll be ready. Tomorrow's gonna be a giant day, so want to be locked and loaded for that. Okay, so I just got camp set up. Now I'm ready to make some supper, but the one thing I remembered to do for once is that I need to turn off my GPS unit so the battery doesn't die. So the thing I'm going to do before I do so is check the elevation plot. So total ascent, 561 meters. So been a bit of a mission, nothing too insane, but it was only in a few hours, so that's probably why I'm feeling it a little bit, considering I haven't done anything like that in many, many moons. The total distance so far, 16.72 kilometers, and that was in about 4 hours. So that does include the time that I took detours and doubled back, but overall, pretty much what I expected to do today. So can't complain. Now to have second supper and just relax. Alright, so it's about 11 now. Just took an hour to do my cooking, organize my stuff, stock up my water. And the one thing I did notice though is the stars are definitely out. But because I'm kind of tucked in away in the forested area, can't really see anything from the campsite, which is a bit of a bummer. But I know there's plenty of spots to see it on the campsites going forward. So now just refreshing myself on the guidebook so I know exactly what to expect for tomorrow, and then winding down for the night. So with that, see ya tomorrow.